and welcome to my Flosstube. Hello, friends. I want to give a little hello shout out to one of the gals who had commented last time in my video. So kind of wanted to make sure I get her name right. Wendy Eastman. Hello, Wendy. Wendy from Wendy. The other shout out is, of course, my bestie friend, and I don't know why I haven't included her in this first, is Peggy. Hello, Peggy. I know we see each other every week, sometimes more, but hello anyway. Okay, so we've got a lot of things to get to, and I want to make sure we get to have enough time to do this, so we're going to jump right into this. Okay, first thing, I wanted to mention something that I had done. Remember, this is kind of a showing you whips, showing stitching projects, but also kind of talking about what has been going on in my life. So some things that I might do. So a couple weeks ago or so, I had the opportunity to go with my husband to kind of New York. He was actually flying into New York and then going into New Jersey to do some work stuff. I was so excited, and I was going to go, and I was planning out all the places I wanted to see and all that, museums and whatnot, because he was going to be working all day, so I was going to go into New York City. Yes, all by myself. It would have been okay. And I was going to go in and do all the things, museums, memorials, Central Park, whatever, just things. And I was planning everything out. And as I was planning things out, and I was looking at some of the websites to get more information about potential hours and whatever else, that I came across a little disclaimer. And the more I looked, it was a disclaimer in almost every place I wanted to go, that you had to show proof of vaccination in order to get into the buildings or to eat inside. So dining in, you have to show proof. I'm not going to do that. I think that's going way too far. I'm not going to go any more than that, because it can become a big, huge thing. Just kind of stating this is how I feel about that, and that's all I'm going to go into. So because of that, that left very few things that I would have been able to do. So I promptly said, cancel my part of the trip. I'm not going. So instead, I went to the beach. Hubby was gone. I was supposed to be gone all week, so I'll just take a few days and I will go to the beach. I went up to Cannon Beach, which normally I go to Lincoln City. And for Lincoln City, it's from my house, a direct shot an hour away. It's the easiest one to get to, no problem. I wanted to go to Cannon Beach because I don't go up that, it's north, and I don't go that direction that often anymore because it takes a lot longer for us to get there. We're just at an odd place that we have to kind of go down some back roads and then get on 101 and follow that up. And I mean, we could go around and basically almost go into Portland and take Highway 26 in, but it seems like a longer route. But it still takes a lot longer. It takes about 2.5 hours to get up there from our house instead of an hour to go to Lincoln City. So I thought, oh, I'm going to go ahead and do Cannon Beach because I don't go there very often. It'll be something different. Plus, they have a fabric store that I want to go to, and it's not open that long. Like, it doesn't even open till 11. I think they close at 4, somewhere around there. I'm not sure if they even open every single day. So it's hard to get in there. I usually end up missing the time frame of when they're going to be open. So bonus, if I go to Cannon Beach, I get to go to the fabric store as well. So I went there. I have a video or two, a quick little clip of stuff that I took, and I will put that in real quick. So the place I ended up staying at was on the far south end. I wanted to be where I could see the ocean from my room. In Cannon Beach, that's not a lot of options. So the place I stayed at was down farther south. It's where I was staying, I could still look out and see Haystack Rock. So it was still it was still nice. It was rainy. In fact, I left on, I want to say Saturday. I came home on a Saturday, and either Saturday night or Sunday, this huge storm was supposed to come in. So I left in time to miss the major storm, but it was still raining while I was there. The day I left, though, it cleared up in the morning. So it must have just been, kind of like the idea of the eye of the storm where it was all clear and nice. It must have been that before the main part was gonna hit us. I think it hit California the hardest, but Oregon coast still got a little bit of that. So yeah, it was a lot of fun. It was very relaxing. I really enjoyed doing that. But yeah, that was kind of a nice little outing for me. All right, let's see. The next thing we're going to get into is stitching related stuff. Yes, we are going to do that. I think it's a new start. I've got some whips that I've been working on. Yeah, so let's go ahead and jump into that. The first one is a whip that I haven't showed you that this year. So it's something I had been working on, but something kind of new to show you for this year. Let's see, it is this one. So it's called, let me get that glare if I can off of there. Autumn in the Country. Just Nan did this. There's all 4 seasons that you can get. This is the, obviously, fall/autumn one. And I did this last year, got quite a bit done, and I will put a before pic in because I know I took one of that. So I'll put that in here. I need this to put behind because I think it's going to glare too much. I will show you what I have accomplished so far. There we go. So it's not a lot. It's not a lot of progress, but it's some. It just takes a while because especially if you're working on multiple whips, then you can only put your hands on them for so long. So I got more of this done. I got all of this done. So yeah, I got a little bit. I haven't worked on it for very long. I've probably worked on it 2 or 3 nights. So it wasn't a lot of time that I've spent on this. I'll probably work on it a little bit more, especially since we're still in the autumn and fall time, and kind of, for those who like to stitch in the season, this is perfect for that. So I may continue to stitch on it because, Thanksgiving's still a few weeks away, something like that. And so that will give me something to do for this season. We'll see. I'm not sure. I want to keep working on it some more because the less you work on it, the longer it gets before you're going to finish it. I don't want it to be prolonged. The next one I'm going to show you is a new start. I did show you this as a purchase that I had gotten, but I hadn't started yet until this last set of things. And that was this one, the Sleeping Beauty. So pretty. It's so pretty. I just love how it changes shades and also changes colors. It is so pretty. So I've gotten a lot done on this because I worked on it a lot. I don't know how much longer I'm going to work on it. I don't know if I'm going to work on it until it's finished or if I'm going to kind of switch. I haven't quite decided. But there it is. It's so pretty. So as you can see, this is the area where it will turn blue. It turns blue a little bit up into the dress as well. I'll show you that picture. So you can see it trails up into that a little bit. So this is the one long side of the dress. So the other side still poofs out a little bit over here. But this is the part I'm working on, the part that's real long. So we're almost to the edge of it. I just have to bring this down a little bit more, and then there's a very thin pink that goes on the outside of that, and that's it. That's as wide as the center of the dress here and then out. So it's getting there. It's very pretty. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, another one that we're going to do that was a whip that I have already showed you, but I've gotten some more progress on it. And this one's really easy to take with me when I go places. So if I go like to the beach, it's very easy and portable. And that was this one. So the Peaceful Shores. And I will unroll that and kind of put my thing behind here so it wasn't blown out. So there is what I have done so far, a little bit of the sky over here, but I've gotten quite a bit more done on this. In case you don't notice it or whatever, and I could change this if I wanted to, but the white part in the lighthouse is not stitched. It's just left white because it's on white Aida. Yeah, I'm fine with it because it's a simple, I mean, if you remember, I got this at Walmart, so it's not, you know, super high quality or anything like that, but it's still a nice little piece and I love it. If you've gotten kits from places like Walmart or Hobby Lobby or whatever, I don't know if you've run into this problem or not, but the fabric is really not as big as it needs to be. So you can see where I've stopped here. The chart actually would go out to about there or so, something like that. It'd be really close to the edge. It's just not, there's no room to finish it off. Okay. The bottom, I haven't quite gotten to that point yet, but I've got a feeling it's going to cut off some of the bottom as well. So let me see. I don't know if I'm going to be able to tell on the picture where it's at, but I've got a feeling I'm going to have to do something like this. Just cut that part off because it's just, I mean, I had to take a little bit of this off, and I think I'm going to have to take some of the bottom off. And if that's the case, because I started in the middle not knowing that this was going to be a problem, I may have to adjust the words, because if there's not going to be enough room at the top either, I may have to either change that verse or possibly drop it down a little bit and kind of put the rows together. I don't know. It'll have to be a wait and see and kind of tinker around with it later on kind of thing. So yeah, getting a lot done on that one. I'm very happy with it. It's just simple. It's Aida. It's simple. I don't have to worry about counting over 2 linens, all that kind of stuff. Okay, so there was another project I started, another new start, and I worked and worked and worked on this until I finished it. I am not going to show you all of it. I'm going to probably give you a little teaser of what some of it looked like, but it's a gift, so I'm not going to show you all of it. So there is the teaser. That's all you're going to get. So I can't wait to send it off to giving it to who I'm going to give it to. My brain just kind of totally blanked out there. I will go ahead and do a final, I'll shoot a little video of it that I can include in the next one whenever this has been shipped and ready for that person to be able to see, and then I will be able to show you what I had done. But it is so cute. I love it. I love it. I love it. So very exciting. Can't wait for you to see that. One thing I wanted to clarify on one of the purchases that I had done last time was I showed you this, and I said, because I bought this one with Sleeping Beauty, and I had said they had a whole bunch of different ones that were princess ones, and I thought they were all Disney, because most of them were, or Disney-like. I know Disney gets their story ideas that, you know, from somewhere, and they didn't make them all up. But this is not a Disney one. This is actually, I mean, you can kind of see that this is actually a K. So it's Kayua, I believe, or something like that. This is based off, it is a princess because all the dresses were princess ones. It is based off of a Japanese folk tale from Tale of the Bamboo Cutter. So there's a princess in there, Keua, and that's where this idea comes from. Now, you've got a moon here, and there's a moon up in her crown. I will probably not stitch those because I'm not going to associate this with that character. You know, that's what it's supposed to be for, but I like Japanese things. And this is so pretty. And I have a Mirabilia that's a Japanese girl, like a little geisha girl, or something. And so I will probably put these two together, but I'm not going to say that that was this particular person when I do that. So it's just so pretty. I love the flowers that they do in here. Let's see if I can see what I'm doing. So these flowers, I believe might be, I'm trying to remember what they use. Let's see. Let me see if I can find out what it is that they use to make the flowers with. I know we have some Krynic in here. There are beads as well in both the Sleeping Beauty and this one. There's like a metallic ribbon and a wired Krynic. So probably one of those is used to make those flowers, and they're, you know, pop out like they're 3D type of look. So we'll get to that eventually. I don't usually start on the purchases I get right away unless I need to, or in Sleeping Beauty case I really want to. Okay, let's see what we have up next. I think we're going to do purchases, and one of those purchases has to do with something that I will be starting soon. And I got this idea from Joyfilled Stitcher. She showed it, and she actually showed an Instagram recently. So this is a temperature chart. I will be doing the temperature for next year, 2022. It is from Stitchin Mommy. Up there, you can see that. So if you're interested in getting this, you can. Each month, each butterfly represents a month, and it has the appropriate number of spaces for that month. So no problems there. When I saw this, and I'm like, I've never done a temperature chart. It seems like a lot of fun. I don't know which one I would do. And I know that Jody from Jody's Creative Corner, she was also trying to figure out what she was going to do for next year, because she's done temperature charts. She's done a couple of them that I've seen. She did a tree, and then she did the square with the different shapes in it. And she didn't know what she was going to do either. And so when I saw this, I instantly went over Messenger and said, oh, look at this. Go check this out. Maybe we could do this together. So she did. And she is. She's going to do it. If you watch her or follow her or anything, you'll know that she's going to do hers in all shades of purples for the different temperatures. I am going to change mine up just a little. I'm not going to use the exact called for things. And of course, like I said, Jody's not either. A lot of people kind of change up things the way they want. Now, I'm going to show you the stuff I'm going to use and explain this. I also have a pic that shows this all laid out a little bit better, so it looks better. But here's all the yummy colors that I've got. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. So I went to Joann's one day and probably spent at least a half an hour standing in front of the floss, the DMC, and walking back and forth and picking the shades and making sure that they were the right shades of those colors. So either more of a dull shade or more of a bright shade or whatever, and that they variegated nicely into the next color. This is the fabric that I'm going to use. This is Lakeside Linen Pear. So it's kind of a green. It's a more of a duller type of green. I don't know what else you'd call it. But yeah, I'm going to use this because I wanted it to be more green and like nature. Actually, I wanted to get some green with like a leaf print on it, but I wasn't finding any that I liked. And the one I had in mind is like, I don't know if it really existed, if I had actually seen it somewhere, and it's just not available anymore. But I went ahead and got this so that this will be the shade that I am using. And I think these are all going to look really nice on there. So if I can, I've got that picture. I'm going to insert that real quick so you can see it. What I did, the reason I did it different is because I didn't really want to have the green so much in there because I'm using a green background. So I wanted to kind of keep the colors to be other colors than that. And I've never done a temperature chart like I mentioned, so I don't know if this is a good idea or not. I wanted to have more colors than what they had. So what they do is they switch it up every 3 degrees will be a different temperature. But it seems like sometimes our temperatures just move so slowly that it's like, I'm gonna be in the same color forever. So that's why I wanted to change it, part of the reason. So I have, I think it was 39 colors changes, compared to, I think it's 21 that they have charted it for. So there's quite a few more colors. And because I will have a butterfly chart, I need a butterfly bag. So this is what I'm going to make my bag out of. Let me open that up a little bit more so you can see. I looked and looked and looked and wandered and wandered and wandered and finally found this. Not pretty. Oh, yum. Yum, yum, yum. Love it. And then this will be the accent to go with it. Ah! I like it even more in the camera. Pretty, pretty, pretty. So that is what I'm going to do for the butterfly chart. All right, some other purchases. Now, I get in so much trouble when I watch you guys on Flosstube. So I made purchases of those princess ones last time, and it's like, I think I got other things besides that. Well, the butterfly one. It's like, I just get myself in trouble. And then I went and watched another person that was showing stuff that I like, I need to check this out. And that was Laura, Stitching by the Shore. She showed a chart that I can't remember if she's going to start or not. But I saw that and the color and everything, and oh, that looks really nice. So I think it was Delaware, kind of what Delaware would resemble. Like I think it had a bird in there and a nice sunset and everything, or sunrise. So I thought, well, that's really cool. I'm going to go see what they have, what other things they have, and if they have the states I would like and all that kind of stuff. And I found just a few things. Yeah. I did find the state that I wanted and a whole bunch more other things. So let me find the state. So I found Oregon. And because we were there for quite a while, I'm going to go ahead and do Minnesota. Isn't that lovely? The coloring, oh, yum, yum, yum. And so there are quite a few moose in Minnesota. I never saw any, but I know they're there. This is Crater Lake. That's in Southern Oregon. So that's why they put that in there. I think some of the states actually had 2 different charts you could choose from and different images in those. So it wasn't like you were completely stuck, but that's not for all of them. The other thing was they had other countries. So you might find other countries to be able that you would want to stitch from too. Now all these, if you haven't noticed, are downloads. Okay, so I was able to just print these off. And this is case you want to go look, is Vlada X Stitch. So VLADA X Stitch. So that's who you would go look for. All right, we aren't done. Love me some mountains and stars. Love it. Okay, so with that in mind, I will probably put these two together. It's like a view looking up as well through the trees. And it does have, you can't see it very well, but it does have like a constellation of the Big Dipper in there. Love that one. And because I'm a camper and a hiker and I like to do all that kind of stuff, yes, please. I really like that one. So those were outdoorsy things, but because I kept looking, I found some more things. So let me show you those. Aren't those cool? So cool. So they're all, there's 6 different ones, and I think I got them all. I didn't buy them separately. It was like all together. You got them all 6 of them. And of course you can choose to do whichever ones you want. But I love the colors and the little images that are inside the image. So cool. So I went ahead and got that one as well. I don't know if they do this all the time or if it was just when I was looking, but on this site, if you bought, I think it was 5 or more charts, it was like 50% off. So it was, I think I ended up with 6. And so I ended up getting 50% off of what I got there. So if you're wanting to get anything from there, go on over and check that out. Let's see. I'm looking down and my cat is now laying on my stuff that I have showed you. Okay. Something I wanted to show you. I don't know if you've noticed, because it's not something that I've been like pointing out, is my nails. I know a lot of people are into nails lately. I've seen a lot of people doing stuff. So pretty. So pretty. And I decided, now, I don't buy everything I see advertised on Instagram or YouTube or whatever, but I saw this and there was a couple of reasons I thought, I really want to get that. I want to try it. So I got kind of a bigger kit that had, I could choose 6 different colors for these. It's very similar to gel nails. So you're setting it under a light, but you're not putting as many thick coats on. So this it keeps them strong, but it's not as thick. And the color is actually a powder. It's not the dip, so don't get confused with that. It rubs on, and it rubs on really thin. Plus, so that makes it nice for that reason. It's not really thick coat on there, because you can't really tell that there's thick coat on there at all. There's no thick coat on my nails. Plus, it comes with this, and I don't know why everybody else doesn't do this. It's a bottle that looks like the base coat and such, that when you put it on, it causes the stuff to bubble up and makes it very easy to remove. There's another big plus for this. So I wanted to show you that. I was kind of surprised how it came. I don't know if I didn't pay attention to this in the video when they were advertising it or not, but it is so pretty. It comes in a beautiful box. So it's kind of magnetic down here, and it pops up and you have all this prettiness. So you got your instruction book, but look at how pretty that is all set up in there. Now I got 6 colors in my kit, so it has the 3 colors in here, and that's what these little bottles are, and I'm going to show you that, plus the other 3 in here. So they're separate. These bottles are gorgeous. I love these bottles. Aren't they pretty? So cool. I think, yes, this is the rose gold, and this is what I have on my nails right now. So pretty. I also have gotten, I think I've only used 2 of them. I've got a nice red that I will use. Oh, I've used 3 of the colors so far. This is very similar to what I have, but it's different. It is different. In fact, I wonder if I can open this up so you can see. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see that. So it's a little darker. It's got a lot more, I don't know if it's gonna focus or not. It's got a lot more color variations to it, like glitter does. Okay, so it's a little different. And then in my other one, I've got, what colors do I have? They call it reds. It's, again, it's more of a brownish color, you know, pinky brownish. Then I decided to go fun. So this is like more of an oceany color, and then a little bit darker oceany-ish, greenish color. Something fun. And it's super, super easy to put on. So you're using this little thing. It's like a little foam tip, and you just dip it in there and rub it on your nails after you put like, now there's 2 different types of powders. One's what they call a classic, and one's a holographic. And depending on which kind, and I have both in here, depending on which kind you're using depends on how you apply it and what coat you put on beforehand. So you got to really pay attention to the directions. But yeah, it's super, super easy. I've taken it off already, and I mean, sometimes you have to put a coat of that remover on, scrape stuff off, and then put another coat on, scrape it off. But it's so much easier than just the gel nail stuff. Plus, like I said, it's not as thick. Okay, so check that out if you wanted to. If you didn't notice the name, I think it's called Sistico. But yeah, it is awesome stuff. So cool. And you don't use very much of that powder. I'm going to have that powder forever. I'm telling you right now, it's not like a liquid bottle of nail polish or even the gel nails where it's liquid. And I don't like the dip because it's super thick, because you're putting in a lot of coats of the stuff to attract the powder to you. You're putting a lot of coats on, a lot of layers, and it's even harder to get off for me than gel polish is. It's ridiculously hard and so hard on my nails. So I'm really liking this a lot. All right, we are going to move on as I do, if I have them available. I have bags and what I am calling the floss files. I have a bunch ready, and they're Christmas, for the most part, Christmas related. I know we're all kind of thinking about it, so let's move that and get that over here so I can show you. Now, I have not every single size or everything that I can make out of this fabric, so keep in mind, I will put this on my Instagram, which is the Bags by Wendy. So it's bags_by_Wendy. And I will put in there what I can, if I can make more things. You may have to kind of contact me and we'll discuss what I'm available to make, because sometimes it's hard to keep up with people when they place orders, and then I've got to go in and change and make sure y'all know that if there's still some available. Plus you may have some changes that you want to make. So it's just easier if we kind of DM and find out what kind of things you want to have done. So with that in mind, I do have one set of fabric that I never got finished before this video. So if you're interested in it, please, please let me know. Isn't that fun? All those nice country stockings and then some nice coordinating fabrics that can go with it. So if you're interested in this, please, please let me know. I don't know if I will have this. I might put this in Instagram and then you can say what size you want and everything. But I don't have anything ready right now to show you for that. All right. First off, and I've made all of these bags that I'm going to show you 5x7 or 7x9, excuse me, 7x9. And that way you can see what they look like, and then I can make other sizes. based off of that. So here's the first one. Cute little winter scene. So this is definitely not necessarily Christmas related, but more wintry. Nice little zipper. And then the back coordinates with that. Very nice. Now, after I made this, I like this, you know, it's kind of a bright color. It does go with this, but I also thought a gray zipper would look really nice in there too. So if you wanted to have one of these bags, I can make it with gray as well. So there's your option for that. Another one. The light's playing loveliness on my bags. Okay, there we go. So we got our snowmans. Lots of snowman. Snowy back. And then our zipper has a little snowman on it too. All right. And like I said, I can make floss files out of this kind of stuff, even if I don't show you them. So keep that in mind. Another fun one. I think I had this fabric for a while, and I think it's from Buttermilk Basin. But for some reason, I just never did anything with it. And there's the back. Very country looking, and it's got a tree, if I can get it to hold still, because they're out tree hunting. You know, the little RVs, the cars are all getting their trees. So there's another one. Alrighty, let me see if my stuff is going to sit still. Santa with his candy cane striped top. And then there's a lot of him back there. A lot of funness. Alrighty, and then our zipper. Try to get to hold still. This, it's because you got these swirlies here. Now, I use this because it matches well with these little swirlies. They are buttons that I have attached as part of the design with the zipper pull. So if you're thinking that it's just kind of wonky, I don't like it, I don't want those on there, these zipper pulls can be, you know, changed a little bit to say, you know what, I don't really want that on there. That's fine. Just, again, that's the whole DM part, and we can figure all that out. Alrighty. Here is another one, another fun one, the gingerbread man and house and the holiday baking. There's the back. Nice gingham. And again, this is one of those, I think the light is playing havoc with our zipper pull, a little different look to it. It also has the gingerbread on there. That is a button. I don't want you to realize that's not what that is and then get it and not be happy with it. So if that's something you don't want on there, the reason I put those on there is because I had a hard time finding these things sometimes, like that are beads or charms. So that's why I went with buttons on occasions, because it's like, oh, it's perfect for this. So I included him. The next one, let me turn him around. Elves, gnomes. There we go. Lots and lots of them. Again, we have like the buffalo plaid type look. And we've got a little gnomey. Gnome guy. He is also a button that's attached to the end. So cute though. And I did make, so you could see one with the gnomes. This is one of those floss files. Opens up. This is, it looks like maybe 6 by 5, something like that. I didn't measure this. I forgot to measure some of these. So, yeah, there's that. In case you haven't seen this, the reason that there is a little bit of fabric past the snap is so you have something to grab onto to pull it. That was Deb's suggestion when she had me make some of these. So there's that in the back. This looks like that. All right, I've got a few more floss files to show you. More gnomes and snowman, all that good stuff. Show you the inside. This is a bit of a longer one because of trying to fussy fit the images in here. So this is more like a 6x4, I think it is, or something like that. Not sure, maybe a little bit bigger than that. And I put the snap a little bit higher than directly in the middle because I didn't want to cover him up. And the snowflake image, I kind of made sure to fit the right fabric in the right spot so it matches kind of the snowflakes that are on there. It sits right in about the right spot. So there's that. And then I made one so that the reindeer is on the front and then the other guys are on the back. He is a little bit, he's not quite as wide because he didn't need to be. But there's that, the inside for that one. And again, I put the snap just a little bit lower so it looks like that's part of his scarf, as part of the snap strap. Okay. Another couple floss files. Got these cute little guys. So we've got some hot chocolate. There. There's the inside. And then the other one, so this is a little bit smaller one because this is fabric that comes as a it's the normal size fabric that you buy, but it comes as strips all the way across it. And I'm going to show you that here in a second. And so I was able to, they're good size for making these floss files. So there's different size strips with different images on them. And so I was able to make different images as well as different sizes. So this one, I think is more like the 6x5, and this is more like a 4x5 or 4.5. So you got these two. And then what I can do, so here's the fabric that it comes in. As you can see, it's a strip. I can make these, so this one has that kettle and other things. I can make it so that this is the front image. And then with this one, it's got this, the premium cocoa, but I can make it so that it's got more of this image on the front. So there's some options if you're interested in having one of those. The next bags, there's quite a few of them all together. I made these a couple of years ago, so they look slightly different, but the main image is the same. And I didn't think I was ever going to be able to make any more because I thought the fabric would be gone. I happened to be going to a fabric store, a quilt store, and they had some that they were on sale, clearancing or something. So I bought a whole bunch of it because it's got a whole bunch of images that I cut out and I make into bags. It's this stuff. It's so sweet, so cute. So I have lots and lots of these images so I can make lots and lots of bags, like if you're wanting to give them as presents or if you just want to have some. Okay, let me move some stuff real quick. I've got, as you're going to see, lots of zipper fob options. So here is what they will look like. So they've got this grayish brown around here. Got this darker gray with the snowflakes. Okay. The inside, this does not have vinyl on it. The inside looks a lot like the same color here. We're very lucky to find the same color. So yeah, these are not vinyl ones. Okay. So here is one zipper pull option. As you notice, as it moves in the light, you can see the snowflakes inside there. I made these ones. I've got several different sizes and shapes that you can pick from, but I made these. So there's that. So as I'm going to go through here, you're going to see the different center image difference, as well as some different zipper fob images. Okay, there's the next one, cute little bunny. So this one is a square with a giant snowflake inside of it. That. The next one is just Snowman with the bird. Again, this is the same one that has the snowflakes inside of it. This is more of a rectangle instead of an oval. The other ones that I don't have as zipper pulls yet, or zipper fobs, is this one. So it's an oval with a big snowflake in it. And then this one, which is like this hexagon size shape one. So these are also available. I just did not get them made into zipper fobs yet. So some of the other images and zipper fobs available. We've got this, and then we've got that. So this part of it, I just kept the same. It was just the bottom part that I changed. So you can choose from those. That one. Then we got our bunny helping the snowman. And then we've got this. Let's see if he's sparkly inside of there. Not really showing up very well. It's sparkly, but it is. It's like a white, glittery part inside of the metal. So there's that one. The next ones, I do not have the fobs on them. I'm just going to show what the images look like in the center. That one. That one, nice skater. Got this one, so sweet. Sweet. So those are all of those bunny bags and the zipper options. So you would be able to pick. I'll have it all listed. I'll probably do the zipper fobs as a separate image, and then you can see which ones you would want to pick. Haven't quite figured out how I'll show it, but that's kind of something I'll do. Another type of, and I'm going to try to do this even though it's not maybe that season, is show you some other options of fabric I still have that I can make into floss files or whatever. Yay! There's the Alice roses. Okay, so those are just something kind of a little more fun to do. These have the pearl snap button, pearl snap snaps, I guess you can call them. So a little bit different. So something different. You may have seen bags made with this stuff and not really envision what you could do with these. So those are some options. Also remember, you can go in to the Bags by Wendy site and scroll down to see past things I've posted, and there will probably be some more Christmassy ones or wintry ones in there. I just haven't showed you all of them here on this video. But yeah, don't forget to go back and look at those, and that way you won't miss something that you might actually want. So I think that is everything. I do have one other, if I haven't showed it to you, I'm going to put in another thing that I worked on, and I always forget because I don't have it with me, is my HAED. And that is, it's just too big to have here. So I will have a before and an after what I worked on. So I worked on it a little bit more than I did from the last video, because last video I worked on it like teeny tiny bit. I mean, you could hardly tell I did anything. So I got a little bit more done, but still not quite as much as I wanted to. Goals for this next month. It's nice to have our goals, isn't it? But yeah, so there's all the things that is going on around here and all the fun things that I've been doing, and just gonna keep at it. So anyway, I hope you are having a nice fall. If you're in the southern hemisphere, I hope spring is on its way and it's starting to have everything bud up and look cute and pretty outside. And we love all those spring flowers, don't we? So yeah, that is what we got going on here, and we'll see you again in the next video. Bye.